Hey, what's up, Sagittarius? Welcome to another timeless general tarot reading. I've been working on my pacing, so without further ado, allow me to find the energy for you for this reading. I'm going to use the anime tarot here to find a core energy, and even though the depictions are in anime, they are all the same cards as the traditional tarot. A few of them are just named differently. So let's see what kind of core energy we can get here. Alright, so I actually had two things coming out here. Let's give this another shot. Alright, so dang, another two flipped out. So at rare sense here, we're going to be doing two core energies. And Ten of Wands was on the top, I suppose. Usually there's only one core energy. In this reading, though, you've got Ten of Wands and Queen of Pentacles reversed. Ten of Wands. So try not to cut any corners here. Cutting corners isn't actually your more endearing quality. You can embrace the journey forward just fine without getting all worked up about it. So there's no need to start becoming insecure just because you have a lot of work to do. It's not in your nature necessarily. It's a little strange here for core reading energy that those two wanted to come out so hard. Let's see what kind of clarifiers we can get for these. And look at that, on the bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles tried to flip out. Reversed also. So that energy is very insecure. It's also it's insecure in very interesting ways. It's insecure like in the sense that it can have trouble allowing other people to be strong out of insecurity. Dang. So that's kind of what I was describing here. If you're insecure in that way, it can lead people to... You're missing an opportunity. So, don't miss opportunities to see other people's sides of things when they have a good point. Don't miss opportunities to understand when other people have your best intentions in mind and are doing their best to warn you from going down a path that's not good, that's not going to work out like you think. Because if you don't manage to listen to those people properly, there is disappointment on the horizon because you're choosing to go down the wrong path. You're taking a risk that's not going to pay off even though you think it is, kind of thing. And that's an illusion here that is needing to be shed. And part of why you do this perhaps is because you are afraid of letting other people shine to their fullest extent, which is a form of insecurity. It's part of what the Queen of Pentacles in reverse energy is all about. So, a little disappointing. Can't deny it's a little disappointing. Let's see what kind of clarifiers I can get for you here. Nine of Cups. Maybe you feel like you stood your ground, but don't feel happy just because you got your way, if your way wasn't good for you. So very strange how you might have gotten your way here, but the happiness is in very errant energy. And exactly, it comes at the price of receiving graciousness from other people. And that can lead to having to grow through that in ways that you maybe weren't anticipating, but also definitely weren't expecting. You were not expecting to lose these individuals. You weren't expecting to lose their support. So, very interesting. Undoubtedly. So allow me to continue. Ace of Cups. That is how you're going to feel when you come back from this victory, from this battle defeated. You're going to have poor emotions. Your emotions are going to not feel good. And you're going to be questioning your own capacities. And if you're questioning your own capacities, what I'm seeing here is there's Queen of Discs is quite far removed from your energy as a fire sign. 9 of Cups, Ace of Cups removed from you. 6 of Pentacles removed from you. 5 of Swords a little closer, but core energy here, 10 of Wands, that's about embracing the journey. It's about embracing the primal action. The results matter, but they don't matter as much as the action itself, and that's what inspires you. A Queen of Pentacles, on the other hand, they're inspired by the material. So you're acting out of your element to a certain extent by focusing too hard on these material capacities. And it seems like part of that's because other people have been gracious to you. Devil reversed on the bottom of the deck, right when I was about to cut the deck. So let's see. Final clarifier for 6 of Wands reverse, please. Alright, so it looks like this tried to come out. Oh, it's like 3 cards, never mind. Let's see, one final clarifier for 6 of Wands reverse, there's 2. 1, please, one final clarifier. It's actually going pretty fast, all things considered. Ace of Pentacles, so that's better. Once again, it's kind of removed from your energy, so maybe you have a lot of Earth in your chart, or maybe you have a lot of Earth in your planets or something, but the Tower is a piece of what's going to help bring you the material stability you're looking for. Even though you're like emotionally and actionably a little on the paralyzed side, there is still hope here for some gift, for some kind of material achievement, a material stabilization. But you're gonna have to go through this Tower first, which means you're probably gonna have to lose some other graciousness first. But luckily you're in, well, you're just try to watch this Queen of Pentacles reverse energy. You don't want to be that toxic individual. It's not that they're toxic like the other court cards, where when they're toxic, they like overflows onto other people. It's toxic more in the sense that it shuts other people down, and that denies you the ability for those people to help you along your way. And that's a lot of the energy here, is a lot of people getting shut down. So you don't want to be that person. Alright, so following the double reverse, 7 of Swords, interesting because the double reversed does have to do with shedding illusion. It has to do with overcoming some kind of lie that had you in its grasp. It's about overcoming fake belief, false intention, stuff like that. It's about revealing the lack of truth in something that you're relying on. And the 7 of Swords is a card about indirection, about indirect action. So somehow you're finding an indirect way to overcome these illusions. And maybe that's through coming here and watching the tarot reading. That's sort of how that would happen. So I noticed my camera's flickering over there, so I'm sorry if that's bothering you. It's just today. It's the only readings I've done since I restarted doing readings. Today's the only one that's been having weird flickery cameras on the readings, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I'm going to have to reset it. I reset it before I started out today, but I did not. I might have to uninstall the camera and reinstall it, so we'll see what happens. Second clarifier, the Hierophant. So even though you do have some success in indirect fashion, there's also a sign here that you're served by convention. So that's good flexibility. It's a good sign of flexibility here, and it's a good way to perhaps regain your outlook and your stability. So that's not terrible. It's how you want to stabilize these energies because you want to achieve victory in the long run. And you also have to have solid strategies because you do have 10 of Wands as your core energy, which signifies that the more success you have, the more work you have, unfortunately. But as a fire sign, you have the capacity to embrace that because it's your energy fire with the wands. So you have the highest capacity out of most of the signs to just embrace that part of the whole thing. Right, the Empress. So the Hierophant and the Empress, very good. Your final column over here is actually quite good. Tower, Ace of Pentacles, the Empress, that's very good signs of healing. shedding this illusion of the devil leads to a lot of growth, a lot of indirect success, a lot of direct conventional success, and then even a lot of regenerative success, being able to just recharge your batteries properly. All stuff that you would have really wanted to have when you went through the Six of Swords defeat, or Six of Wands defeat. But part of the reason why you went through that is because you weren't aware of this toxicity in you, this Queen of Discs, Queen of Pentacles reverse energy, which is, excuse me, it's just energy of shutting other people down. And that's exactly what Five of Swords is reversed, is you shut those other people down, and then maybe that made you feel more comfortable, but in the end you lost those people. And that left to this tower, and the tower was this defeat. And it's all because you're under this devil illusion. But going through this tower is how you can shed that. Because the universe is like, no, here's what's real. The tower helps you get what's real, so that's going to help you overcome this devil, which is why this devil's in the reverse, because you're a good sign you're going to overcome it. But you're going to have to go through this defeat first. And that's why it's disappointing to see that the universe has us do that, but it's part of how free will works, I think. And with free will, sometimes you can get that free will lodged. You can get it paralyzed down a certain path. You can get it complacent towards certain actions, and that's where the tower has to come in to bust that up in ways that we can't even conceive of. And just boom. Higher power in its infinite has some way that we could never conceive of to still take an utter reality upon us and deliver these things to us, but that way we can grow into something even better. So, not too bad, Sagittarius. Pretty quick reading, actually. So, I hope this helped out. The energies came out pretty quickly for you. A lot of Sagittarius do not watch my readings, but I'm hoping to turn that around. So, hopefully this will be the first start of that. And I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. Take care, and good luck.